Take everything that makes the original Datsun 240Z so great, move that into today, and you get the new Nissan Z. So how's that? By modern standards, it just feels light, has an airy cockpit, it's a usable layout. Feels like a familiar sports car. It's got terrific manners both on and off the track. We ran it at Las Vegas Motor Speedway and just found it to feel familiar. Even with 400 horsepower, it's very drivable, very linear power delivery. It felt more BRZ than Corvette, Mustang, or Camaro. It feels smaller and lighter on its feet than the previous generations of the Z. It's not a big, intimidating car like a Corvette or a Viper. It doesn't feel overwhelming. It kind of feels like a Miata. You can will it where you want it to go. It's got plenty of brakes. It's got room for your helmet. Hopefully we'll get one soon so we can drive it at the firm and run some real numbers for you. The big news, it's got a real 6-speed manual transmission. It's got rev matching, which actually works really well. You can also get it with a 9-speed automatic. You can paddle shift it. It has launch control. We did some back-to-back acceleration runs, and the automatic is definitely quicker, and the launch control really does work. For track, I think you're probably going to want the 6-speed manual. The automatics just seem a little bit less responsive on track. It doesn't shift like a twin clutch, so I think you're going to want to go with the stick. The interior, it's where you spend a lot of your time. I've driven every Z, and this reminds me most of a 240Z, or even a 240SX. It's got relatively thin A-pillars. The seat's got good bolstering. The steering wheel feels terrific. We're told the steering wheel shares dimensions with the GTR. It feels meaty and proper, just like a good aftermarket wheel. Good shift knob, proper dead pedal. Here's another big surprise. It has a real handbrake, not a switch. Out on the highway, it's just a comfortable car to drive. Really good view out front. You don't bonk your head when getting into it like on a Supra. The cockpit feels roomier than a Supra too, and I think you get a better feeling for where the corners are. For a new car, it just has a very familiar feel, yet it's not a rehash. The stalks, the controls, have a good upmarket feel to them. The main gauges are a digital affair, just like everything else these days, but they're just really clear and legible and make sense. You also get your 3 auxiliary gauges on top of the dash, something we've been having in Zs forever. We drove a 370Z as well, and you realize how dated those gauges look. Just the bezels, there's a lot going on. In the Z, they're just really clear gauges, which is all you really want from gauges. I'm going to call this the most comfortable Z car I've driven in decades. You don't feel like you're driving a bathtub. You're not worried about what's coming up behind you. And for me, that's what makes a car comfortable. Just when you can drive it and not be worried about getting run over. You can just tell where the corners of the car are. For me, that's what makes a car comfortable. You can just enjoy the car. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.
Support brands that support Grassroots Motorsports. Get your chemical solutions from CRC Industries. Visit crcindustries.com to learn more.